Hello, everyone, and welcome to Las Vegas Speaks. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am your host. Las Vegas Speaks is a show that highlights prominent people in the Las Vegas community as well as other things related to Las Vegas. My guest for today is Victoria Seaman, who is a city councilwoman. Welcome to the show, Victoria.
Thank you so much for having me.
And you are a part of Las Vegas City Council. How long have you been a councilwoman?
Well, I'm on my second year, Las Vegas City Council, Ward 2.
And what made you want to become a councilwoman?
Well, I served in the legislature for a term of 2 years, mainly because I felt like as a businesswoman, we needed more representation. But then I had a desire to serve in the city council. The city council has a lot of opportunity to make the community better, to support businesses, to support the community, and it's really close to the people.
That was leading right into my next question. A lot of people might want to know what a councilwoman does. What are your day-to-day responsibilities on the council?
Well, we have a myriad of responsibilities, and I have a great staff that works with me, and we handle a lot of issues. It could be anything from traffic issues to community issues to business issues. We have council twice a month where we hear different economic development ideas, or we have people come up for business licensing and a myriad, again, of different things. One of the things that I've done during COVID is start a program called Small Business Saturdays so that we could support businesses in Ward 2. A lot of businesses have struggled going out of business. So one of the things that I've been able to have the opportunity with my staff to do is to go out and film them and talk about what they do in the ward. So the opportunity as a city councilwoman gives me that ability where I can go out and really support businesses and really go out and see what the issues are. Like I said, you are so close to the people as a city councilwoman. And I think that making the community a better place is something I love doing. I believe we can restart our city in a way that ensures public safety, but also allows us to begin the healing process on our critically wounded economy. When looking at the issue of the coronavirus epidemic, we can't only look at one side of the issue. We have to look at both sides of the issue.
You had mentioned one of the reasons why you became a councilwoman was because of your entrepreneurial background and supporting business. And of course, we have a lot of challenges in the Las Vegas area right now in terms of businesses. What are some of the things that you are passionate about in contributing to bringing business back to Las Vegas in these interesting times?
Well, we have a lot of opportunity to do that. And one of the things that we did in my ward was make sure that we cut the cost of alcohol licenses. I'll give you an example. We had a restaurant that went out of business in our ward, and the group that was coming in to take over had challenging problems with affording a liquor license. So we were able to work on ordinances of reducing those fees during COVID. And so those are just some of the things. And then we as a city had a lot of grant programs for small businesses, for PPE and for their employees, for signage. And so we've really tried to look at the challenges that are happening to small businesses and work on things that we can do to help them survive during this time.
As a councilwoman, what types of questions are people asking you? I mean, either during the pandemic or not during the pandemic?
Well, I have to say that my staff and I have worked through the whole pandemic. What's so nice about working so close to the people is we've made sure that our phone lines were open. And even if the problem didn't pertain to the city, we found the resources to give them, to help them with whatever issue it was. We had a lot of issues that were state issues, but at least we were a voice on the other end of the line that could lead them to the right resources. So this is so important that they know that their council office is available to them.
I think that is really important, of course, at any time for our leaders in our community to be people that we feel we can reach out and touch and ask questions of. And specifically, you being a councilwoman, what vision do you have of Las Vegas? Of course, we live in this wonderful city that has amazing things to offer everyone. And as a councilwoman, how are you going to contribute or continue to contribute to the growth of Las Vegas?
Well, I think that first of all, knowing what's most important to the people of the city of Las Vegas, and number one is public safety. So we have our eye on making sure that public safety is number one, and then we make sure that we work on issues of people having a place to live. We have a lot of issues with homeless during COVID. So we just keep our eye on what the priorities are and making sure that we're constantly looking for solutions to the problems of the city of Las Vegas.
And we have elections, we elect people like you, and it's always wonderful to have the opportunity to sit and hear your perspectives on the way that things are going on in our city. How can people reach out to you directly or indirectly to ask you questions or learn more about what you do?
Well, that's the amazing thing, is because they can go on our website of the City of Las Vegas and call our offices. They can email us, and I have a great staff and myself, and there isn't a phone call or an email that we don't answer. If they have a problem, whether it be a traffic issue, a safety issue, again, they call our office. We make sure that we deal with any issue that comes through our office.
It's a wonderful opportunity to interview an influential person here on the Las Vegas Speak Show.
Founded nearly a decade ago, the Black Business Chamber is still the Valley's voice for the Black business community, bringing business and innovation together. Come learn with us. Come grow with us. We're the next generation of Black entrepreneurs in the city of Las Vegas. We're the Black Business Chamber. It's golf time again. Time for the second annual Black Business Chamber Golf Tournament and Fundraiser at the fabulous Las Vegas Golf Club. Last year's event was fantastic. This year's will be even better. So dust off those clubs and gather your foursome. Register now for the second annual Black Business Chamber Golf Tournament and Fundraiser at the Las Vegas Golf Club. Don't wait. Tickets on sale now at www.blackbusinesschamber.com.
We're back with Las Vegas Speaks, and I am here with Ken Alber. He is one of the founding principals of the Penta Building Group. Welcome to the show.
Great. It's great to be here, Guy. Thanks for inviting me.
And as a founding principal of Penta, what got it all started?
20 years ago, my partner Jeff Ayer and Blake Anderson, we decided to leave a big general contracting company we were all working for and try to be entrepreneurs, and rolled the dice and dove into the market here in Las Vegas, the construction industry in Las Vegas in the year 2000, and started our own business from scratch.
What was it like getting into the Vegas construction market in the year 2000? Those were booming times in town.
2000 was a good year. Obviously, starting a business relies upon good timing and some luck along the way. We had worked in the previous decade in town here for another big general contractor, so we knew the market well. We had contacts and relationships which bode well for our startup business.
And as a startup business, as you had mentioned, of course, there's a lot of challenges. What were some of the things that you had to overcome as a company, even though you had all those connections already?
Well, first of all, on a personal note, I had to overcome the fear of starting your own business when you had 4 young kids at home that you still had to feed and maintain a household. But we rolled the dice and took the chance. And, you know, it begins with that, taking a risk and diving in. A lot of hard work and opportunities in a fertile business community like Las Vegas certainly bode well for us to begin our business.
Construction is extremely important to Las Vegas in general, and especially these days. So being very hospitality oriented on the Strip, we're constantly improving the experience for visitors, and construction is the way that happens. So for the community, there's 2 really big things. One, there's a lot of people from the community that work in construction, and if you don't work in construction, you probably know somebody or are related to somebody who does. So safety being extremely important so that all of the family and friends of the people in the community go back home in the same condition they came to work every day. The second most important thing is, frankly, it's really important for us to be safe, to protect the public that's all around these hospitality venues, casinos, nightclubs, retail, restaurants. These people are coming here to have a great experience in Las Vegas, not to be in harm's way because of construction.
What are some of the significant projects that you started working on when you got your business going?
Early on, we got a call to help the owner at the Aladdin Resort, which was under construction, nearing completion. they called us in to assist on the owner side of the project to help push the project to the finish line, which we successfully did in the first 6 months of our business.
And of course, construction and all industries have been evolving through the years. Ken, you've been in business for a while. What has that evolution been like for your company? Obviously, you've grown quite a bit over all this time.
We have.
period.
We grew pretty fast early on. One of our major clients early and one of our major projects was a Hilton timeshare project on the north end of Las Vegas Boulevard. And Hilton was a great client of ours for many years. They actually took us to Hawaii, and we performed some construction of some timeshare buildings on the big island of Hawaii, which was a great experience. But overall, things evolve. You go through peaks and valleys for sure. We endured 9/11 shortly after we began our business. We were a year and a half in, and as many of us know that were here at that time, Las Vegas came to a standstill.